Hello, everyone. Good evening, good morning, good afternoon, depending upon where you are in the world. Excuse me. Oh, sorry about that. So, welcome. I am doing my weekly Wednesday live right now because unfortunately, I had some things happen today that needed my attention immediately. So, I'm just getting everything set up. I am going to be without a moderator, so we're going to have a lot of fun together. And just waiting for people to come. I know there's a little bit of a lag here. Hold on. There we go. There I am. Hello, hello. So I want to say welcome. I am Elyse Ann Psychic, the Psychic Liaison, Bridge to the Unseen. Hello, Shakti. And this is tonight. I'm doing it at 5:30 my time, or the same as Pacific Standard Time. Hello, Selena. And normally I do this at 11 a.m. Arizona time today on Wednesdays, which is now the same as Pacific Standard Time because we don't change our clocks. Excuse me. I seem to be so sorry. Anyhow, I missed all you guys, so I thought, okay, let me jump on. I hope you saw my post from earlier. I had some urgent matters I had to take care of last minute, and it kind of took most of my day. But here we are. So, yay! This is messages from your spirit team. All right. Hello, Courtney. Thank you for sharing, Shakti. Hello, Cindy Rose. Hello, Shield. Hello, Ashton. Again, I am on my own. There's no Tony tonight. Hi, Will. And so, hey, you guys share it out for me, okay? Invite your friends like normal, but do it a little extra this time. Let's get me out there. And hi, Kirsty. And let's get some more people on here. All right, I'm going to jump right in. Today is the same as, or this live, I should say, is the same as my others, where I offer free mini reading. I keep saying that free mini psychic readings for those I'm drawn to. But of course, if you do want a guaranteed reading, please go ahead and make your purchase because they will jump the line and you are guaranteed. So I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to get started. Hello, Will. Happy St. Patty's Day. Hello, Kirsty and Mario and Natalie and Allison. Hello. Things are going. Things are going. Kirsty, yeah, you're the first one I'm going to read for tonight because I know you've been on some of my lives, and by the time I get to your name, I think I think that you're gone by then because you don't say you're still here. And I've seen you come on several times, so thank you. Okay, yeah, let's see who we can get to tonight. Like I said, if you want a guaranteed reading, go ahead. The normal stuff stands. $5 for one card, $3, excuse me, $10 for three cards. And all the information, payment information is pinned at the top comment and also in the description. Natalie, my private reading was so good. Thank you, Elyse. You're welcome. Natalie and I had a private 1 hour session today, this afternoon. So thank you for mentioning that, Natalie. I'm always blessed to help people along their journey. That's what I do, why I do what I do. Hello, Vicky, and hello, Eve, and hello, Angie. I'm so glad you're all here. So, everybody, ladies and gentlemen, go ahead and let me know when you come. Welcome. If you're just showing up, I am Elyse Ann Psychic, Psychic Liaison, Bridge to the Unseen. This is right now was supposed to be my 11 a.m., but of course life got in the way a little bit. Had other things I had to take care of that were urgent. So here we are. Instead of at 11 a.m., it is 5:38 p.m. I almost said a.m. again. So um, I was going to say something else and right over my head. Okay, so yes, people are starting to say, okay, that they want a card. Yes, yes, yes. Again, we're going to get to as many people as we can. Okay, and oh, that's what I was going to repeat one more time just to make sure. Please be aware that we are the same now in Arizona. Arizona is the same as Pacific Standard Time now. We never change our clocks, and it's so confusing. It's confusing for us all the time. But Facebook may be showing my events as Mountain Standard Time also, still. I don't know how to change it. I've researched it, I've written them, and it is what it is. So, half of the year, yes, it's the same as Mountain Standard Time. But this part of the year, it's Pacific Standard Time. So, keep that in mind. Hello, Jose. Okay, so Kirsty, here we go. Okay, yes. Oh, you watch till the end. Well, I'm always glad you do, because even if you don't get your own your own individual reading, I'm really going a mile a minute, aren't I? You'll always receive messages from other people's readings. So I strongly, hi Robert from the UK, hi Josh. I strongly suggest that people stay and just listen to the messages. Once if you've had an individual reading, please stay still. And so Mario, can I put my yeah, I can. Let me see if I can do it again. It's at the top. I'll throw it in here again. He's asking for the payment information. Okay, I just did it show up, I hope. There it is. Okay, thank you, Courtney, for sharing. Yeah, I'm on my own. I'm moderator lists. There we go. Tony's on the road. If any of you are friends with her on Facebook, she is moving, so she's on the road. We wish her very safe travels. So we're gonna see how I do all by my little lonesome. I know Tony is amazing though. She so helps me. Hi, Leanne from Australia. Okay, Kirsty, I swear we're gonna get to it. Shouldn't swear. But here we go, Kirsty. And by the way, if you're new to me, make sure you're following, liking my Elyse Ann Psychic page, because I do last minute lives. I do weekly Wednesday lives. I have Table Talk Thursdays live that I do. That's tomorrow evening, 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. And that topic tomorrow is whose coat are you wearing? An empath's survival guide. It's going to be a lot of fun. Plus, you'll be able to take advantage and benefit from the Monday and Friday channel card message that I post and all kinds of things I post. So here we go. Kirsty, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. All right. Pardon me. Here we go. Here we go. Kirsty, I appreciate all your support and your patience with me on all of this. I'm going to move this back just a little bit so I have a little bit more room. Okay, Kirsty, here we go. We're going to see what they say for you tonight. Mario, did you get the payment information? I hope. It should have showed up. Let's see. Okay. Oh, Melissa. Hello. Okay, Kirsty, here we go, sweetheart. Take a nice deep breath. Woo. All right. Let's see what the cards have to say for you. It's interesting because my finger got caught on two cards. So I'm going to give you two cards. When they stick like that, that's what I do. First of all is outdoors. Okay. So Mother Nature's calling to you. Get out there, and very interesting card that stuck with it. Brilliant idea. Okay, you're feeling a little sluggish to me, and it just feels like you haven't been what you would call your innate environment or your natural environment, which is nature for you. I also feel that there's a lot of communication that happens for you. Animals, nature, because they are living things too. Plants, insects, flying insects, all kinds of animals. They communicate. I'm an animal communicator too. So, and they do communicate. Okay, and I feel like for you, Kirsty, you need to kind of get back in there. I hear a breath of fresh air. So whatever it is that you're struggling with, your answers are going to be, I'm being told by your team, your answers are going to be by connecting in with nature again. That's where you find yourself most comfortable, most connected. It's just very natural for you. So get out there and do it. And even if you're in a place where maybe the weather doesn't lend itself to that, I mean, I honestly like even watching a stream of plants. I know it sounds a little odd, but watching different, there's Discovery Channel, whatever it is, get yourself a dose of nature, whether it's through streaming online, whether it's through watching TV, if you cannot get outside. You need to really connect back in. And you can still communicate, or they can still communicate with you, even if you're not exactly out in their environment. It's all energy. Okay, Kirsty, I hope that helped you. I hope that made sense. Thank you so much. Let's see. Kirsty says, I was just taking a deep breath as you just said that. All right. Well, there you go. There's your confirmation. All right. I love it. Thank you for sharing that. Thank you for being part of the live. Let me see here. It does look like somebody did purchase. Probably Mario. Was that you? Yes. Mario purchased a 3-card reading. So we're going to jump into that. And then we'll go back in. Hello, Nicole. Welcome. Hello, Sandra. Welcome. Oh, I just love that, Kirsty. Just as I said, you were taking a deep breath. I love it. I love it. I love it. That's awesome. All right. So, Mario, we're going to read for you since you made your purchase tonight, and that is guaranteed for you. Here we go with the 3-card reading. Um, Hold on. I'm trying to pick up, Mario, what your team is saying, because it was either, I got a couple different energies at once. It was either, get like you're not focusing. It's Let's pull a couple cards because I got it and then I wasn't sure exactly where they were going with it. So hold on a second. Leadership. Well, that makes sense a little bit to the energy I was feeling. So I'm still getting used to doing it this way because I cover the mic by accident when I hold it over here. So leadership, my dear, but that does mean just taking action, I never use the word well, I attempt not to use the word control because I don't believe we're ever in control, but leadership is leading. So it's a lot like about focusing, taking leadership in the steps and the actions. It's very important for you, my dear love. And I'm just checking something real quick here. Okay. And so for you, my dear, it's about refocusing. I don't know. It feels like something over here has you concerned, if you will. I don't feel like you're completely distracted by it, but there's something that has occurred that you're here, but then you look at it and then you come back to focus and then you look at it. I'm not really sure what that's about, but let me see what the cards have to say. Okay. To me, you're the peace card. It's almost like disruption. That's what I'm feeling. There's something disrupting. So okay, your team is saying to me, your spirit team is saying to me that you are concerned that it's taken you out of the flow, but it really hasn't. It's what do you make of it? What do you do with it? In other words, look, we're human also, right? Okay. And so there are things in life, just like what happened to me today. I didn't do my live at 11 a.m. Something cropped up last minute this morning, and I had to shift my focus. It wasn't like, oh, yay, but I handled it. And now I'm back. So it's just about what do you do with it, Mario. And your team is saying sometimes you let yourself be kind of knocked off track a little bit more than maybe you need to and would be best for you. Interesting card that came out with that counselor. All right, I'm hearing it very, very, very clearly. Mario, it's great to have advice for other people, to be a support for other people. But your team is saying do it from a space of balance. Do it from a space where you can give that without giving away, if that makes sense. In other words, as givers, we put our whole heart into it. I mean, but there's a way of doing it without giving all of our energy away, giving away our ability to focus back in on ourselves. And there's something there for you, Mario, that your team would like you to talk to them about to help you. Plus, this is a mini reading, so we can't dig too deep into it. If anybody wants further, more in-depth guidance, one-on-one private sessions, the way to go. Go ahead and check out my website, ElyseAnnPsychic.com. Love for us to connect and do a private session where we can get much deeper. All right, so Mario, yeah, I feel like there is someone there that's taking you. You're saying that makes sense. I'm a little scattered right now. Yeah, it's taking some of your attention away. So it's okay. But again, your spirit team just wants you to know you can handle this. You can. You can handle it. You can pull yourself back when you need to. You're not as scattered as you believe yourself to be, because part of what I was feeling in that is almost like you kind of judge yourself and chastise yourself for being pulled away or getting a little scattered. It's not about that. Just honor who you are. And if you want to shift that, then work on that. That's okay. Work on shifting it. But you are more capable of shifting your energies and your focus than I believe you believe for yourself. Okay, I hope that made sense to you, sweetheart. Thank you so much for your purchase. Let me see here. I got another payment. So let's see who is looking for a private. I keep doing that, don't I? A paid reading. All right, let me see. Somebody just said it. Okay, that was Mario's. And whom is this? Okay, hold on a second. Morgan, I think that was you. Did you use Cash App, sweetheart? Just help me to keep track of it. Yeah, Morgan did, and then Nikki. Okay, so Nikki. Okay, there it is. Okay. So, Morgan, hi, Martha. How are you? And Susan and Dana. Hello, hello. Okay, so I'm gonna, hi, Kelly. Happy St. Patty's Day. So what I'm gonna do now is Morgan paid for a three-card reading, and so did Nikki. I'm gonna read for Morgan. I'm gonna throw a freebie in between, see whoever I'm drawn to, and then I'll go back to Nikki. All right. So, like I said, you guys, share me out there. I'm on my own tonight. Tony is on the move, and so I'm doing my best to keep it all in place. But go ahead and share me out to groups. Share me on your own timeline. Invite your friends to this live. Go ahead and invite them to like and follow my Elyse Ann Psychic page too. And please sign up for my email list because you get access to an exclusively just for my email list, 3-card channeled message every month. And also, you'll be the first to know about new things happening or any promotions. And I am working on something coming up that's going to be announced. It's going to be a lot of fun. I did mention it the other day. It's about doing more of an intimate, private gallery reading event where it's about 8 to 10 people, and we get in there on Zoom, and we have this more intimate environment. So it's a lot of fun. You'll see about that when I post on it. I was going to do it today, but hey, all these urgent matters showed up. So, all right. Kirsty says, definitely makes sense. I feel stuck in lately. So I went out today. Fresh air feels good. I also love animals and nice weather. I used to watch the Discovery channels, watching about animals, sea life, and Earth. Oh, that's awesome. Okay. So I said I was going to read from Morgan. Okay. So let me read from Morgan here. Hi, Teresa. Hello, hello. Okay, I've got Cindy Rose and Robert Smith. Love and light to you and your family. Well, thank you. That's very kind of you. Okay, Morgan Davenport, here we go. And welcome to everybody who's new. So glad you're joining us. I do these last minute lives, and I also do a weekly Wednesday, usually at 11 a.m. Arizona time, same as Pacific Standard Time. But today went all topsy-turvy, so I'm here right now instead of 11 a.m. That's the normal. Okay, Morgan Davenport. Thank you. Let's see what your 3 cards say. Go ahead, Morgan, and just take a nice deep breath, because I'm being told by your team you kind of like to direct things. So just relax a little bit. It's cute. It's fine. I'm just saying I can feel the energy and I'm empath. So here we go. Here we go. Morgan, moon cycles. Wow, you are very sensitive to energy in general, period. But the moon cycles for you give you your highs and lows. So be very aware of that for yourself if you're not already. Because sometimes I feel like your energy's over here and then your energy's over here, and you're like, what's happening? So part of it is just you are an empath yourself, you're sensitive, but also the moon cycles for you are creating that issue for you. And so let's see what else they have to say. Peace. Okay. Interesting. This card came out last time. Ooh, there we go. Peace. Peace. I feel like you're struggling to find your peace. You're struggling to find your balance. And I do feel it has a lot to do with your emotional highs and lows and being sensitive individual. The thing that's really important is your spirit team saying, pardon me, it's about you absorbing too much energy. And so when we're an empath, we have to be very careful and remember to shield ourselves. How do we shield ourselves? Very, very, I almost want to say easily, but what I do and I advocate a lot is envision a bubble of white light. White light is the highest vibrational energy, okay? And just step fully inside that bubble. And it'll protect us, if you will, or shield us from the majority of negative and overwhelming and uncomfortable energy. Really important, because you absorb it, you absorb it, you absorb it. And it's interesting, the overcoming difficulties card came out with that, sweetheart. And Morgan, I'm going to tell you, I'm hearing very clearly from your team. Some of these difficulties are not yours. Yet you feel it, you feel they are. And again, I understand, I'm an empath. So I totally get it, that it's about feeling like this is what you have to do. But boundaries is a key word. Boundaries, 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 my dear love. It doesn't change who you are. It's just about you, so sorry, managing the pull on you, the people who are asking you for help. And the last thing that your team would like to say, I heard the word love. And of course, I advocate love. I come from a space of love. But Morgan, I feel like sometimes you don't allow yourself the self-love. You're very quick and easy to give it to others, which is a beautiful gift, but you're just as deserving as the next person. And really, your responsibility is to self first. It doesn't make you selfish, it just makes you very loving and allows you to have even more to give to others and to share with others. Really important for you, sweetheart. I hope that helped you. Thank you so very much. Okay, so Leanne, so Angela. Okay, I've got quite a few of you that have paid for reading. Let me jump in and do a who was it that I saw? Robert. Robert, you're new here. And Robert, let's do a quick reading for you. Then I'm going to go back into the paid readings and we're going to just jump around like that, you guys. So here we go. Here we go. And even if you've been here already and I seems like I jumped over you, it doesn't necessarily mean I won't go back. I'm jumping around. It's who I'm drawn to. I say this every time because you know where my heart is. I wish I could read for every single one of you, but I am getting busier, so I can't always fit it all in. I have to know my limits too. That's where I stand in self-love. To know when giving and then when I have to kind of say, okay, I don't have any more. I have to reserve for myself. So it's a loving thing to do. Okay. So here we go, Robert Smith. All right, all right. Here we go, sweetie. Go ahead and take a nice deep breath. We're going to do a quick one card reading for you, mini reading here. Robert Smith. Ooh. Be careful you don't hold on too tight, my dear love. Very interesting card that came out for you. Creative writing. Now, these are just launching off points for me. It's interesting that I got this, you're holding on. So to me, if I take the card and what I heard and felt right before I pulled the card, it feels to me as if you hold back and you hold on. So it's okay for us to be diplomatic and hold back some. That is important in many ways. However, what happens when you hold back is then you don't find a way to let it out or to have an avenue to allow it out. And it's really, really important because you bottle things up. I'm hearing very clearly. And what happens when we bottle things up, we think, oh, it goes away. It doesn't, it stays there. And eventually the pressure builds up and the pressure builds up till one day it just has to pop the cork, if you will. Okay. So, you know, it's really important for you, Robert, that you don't have to necessarily even verbalize it to anybody. Write it out, get on a laptop, type it out, um, stand in your room, scream it out, whatever it is to release it. Because that pressure you're feeling across your shoulders. Now, I'm not a doctor. I cannot diagnose. I do not take the place of a regular medical doctor, any other type of professional in that manner. So please seek that out. But I can feel right here in your shoulders, it's like this. And that's because you hold on, you bottle things up, sweetheart. I hope that made sense to you. Release it, communicate it out to yourself on paper, whatever it takes. All right. Thank you so much for being part of the live. All right. All right. Let me go back in for a paid reading here. I have several of you. So let me go back in here. Thank you, everybody, for your patience. As I said, I am on my own tonight. So it's a fun experience for all of us. And let's see. I said Nikki, right? Was this you, Nikki? Let me see, honey. Yes, Nikki Lloyd. Okay, let's go. Let's go, sweetie. Here we go. And I see some more of you. I'm trying to stay as orderly as possible tonight. Have you noticed? Especially Tony's not here with me. So Nikki, okay, here we go. Let me see. Uh Okay, Martha, you believe that you might have requested money from me instead of paying. If that's through PayPal, I'll get a notification. I'll just cancel it and you'll get a notification. So you can still go in through PayPal me and pay me if you'd like a paid reading tonight. Yeah. Will says, what time is Table Talk Thursday start again? That is tomorrow night. Table Talk Thursday is self-explanatory. It is at 7 p.m. Arizona time. Now be aware, like I said, everyone, I am now the same Arizona. I'm in Arizona, and Arizona is the same as Pacific Standard Time. And I'm emphasizing this so much because Facebook will not let me change it. They keep me on as same as Mountain Standard Time, which is before we go into daylight savings time. So without confusing all of you, because I always get confused enough, just keep in mind, like for the next 6 months until the time falls back again, right? Yes. That we're the same as Pacific Standard Time now. And that's when I am going to be doing, whatever's scheduled, those are the times it's scheduled for. Even though Facebook says something different. I've written to them, don't expect to hear from them. I've researched it, Googled it, all kinds of things. I don't see how to do it. So sorry for the confusion, but there you go. All right. Thank you, Michelle. Susan says you're awesome. Anyways, thank you, sweetheart. All right. Hi, Princess Sophia. Okay, Nikki, Lloyd, here we go, honey. Let's go ahead and take a nice deep breath. Hello, Faisal. All right. Here we go. Here we go. And I know there's several of you. Like I said, I know there's paid ones. I'm just keeping organized. Nikki Lloyd, here we go, sweetheart. Thank you for your purchase tonight. Okay, so yes, it's officially night. It just hit 6 p.m. here. It's official. I started in late afternoon. Now it's evening. Crossing time zones, not really, but okay, Nikki. Here we go, Nikki. You don't have to solve all the worlds of the problems of the world. There we go. I can get my words out tonight. It's very interesting. I was getting the angel therapy card as I said that. What that's telling me is, my dear love, it's so true. You need to turn to your angels, honey. I can see like this big bag full that you're carrying on your back. It's over on your back, and you're just, oh. And honey, it's because you do try to carry the problems and the ills of the world. I know you believe in being a light worker. I know you believe in putting the light out there. There is absolutely ways to do it, sweetheart, without taking it on, without carrying it. When someone is a healer, someone who cares a lot, someone who's a giver, we have this tendency to take it on. We believe somehow that's the way we do it or can do it. However, that's not the truth. The truth is we can lend a helping hand, but we can ask our team to help with it also. So in other words, interesting card, patience. I feel that's for you. And what they're saying to you, it's okay. This is not about getting on yourself about it. It's about having patience for yourself, because you have a tendency to jump in and want to help. And that's okay. That's who you are. But then there comes a point here, sweetheart, where it gets overwhelming for you. And I feel like you get confusion, like you can't think straight sometimes. It's because you are carrying everybody else's stuff. So I'm going to give you a quick analogy. You may have, excuse me, heard this before from me, but very quickly, Nikki, and for everyone else also, it's like when a friend would call you and say, hey, I'm moving. I've got 100 boxes at house A. I need to move them to house B. Will you help me? Say, of course. You go over, you fill up the U-Haul truck, you drive it over to house B, you unload all the boxes, you put them in the corner of the living room, and you leave them all there. You do not take one home. It's not yours to take home. You've lent a helping hand. You've given and you've helped, but then that's where you go, okay, bye, see ya, and you leave all the boxes. That's how Spirit would like you to look at it, Nikki, for yourself. Very interesting. Whatever this connection is with Indigo and Crystal children, there you go. I feel like you feel a connection really with children. That's like almost like, it's interesting because, I would believe with psychic abilities, we can, read anybody or get information in a sense. I shouldn't say on anybody. There's permission and all kinds of spiritual laws, but you have this specific connection. You have a draw towards children and you want to help them. And yes, sometimes we give more, but honey, find your balance. It's really about you, Nikki, finding your balance so that you don't burn yourself out and you can stay well nourished, rejuvenated, refreshed, and have your energy level at a place and sustained where you can continue to help instead of draining yourself. And then we have to, go down for a day or two. Okay. Really important, sweetheart. Thank you so very, very much. All right. So let me see here. I'm going to see. Hello, Stacy. Hello, Desiree. Okay. And I'm working through the list of paid. It's 9 here in Pennsylvania. Cool. Hello, Jeremy. So Robert Smith says that's so true. I do have depression at the moment. Oh, sweetie. I'm so sorry. Sending you many blessings and healing energy. And hopefully you'll stay and listen to the readings for additional um, messages. We all get them. Nicole, wow, that is so true about me. Nikki, okay. Oh, sweetheart, yes. Okay. Teresa, it's 1 a.m. in UK. I've sent $10 for 3 cards. Trisha, PayPal. Awesome. Hello, Jen. All right, so let me do another paid and then I'll try and jump in and do a freebie here to whoever I am drawn to. Michelle Bottomley. I think that is you, sweetheart. It looks like it is. I know you have kind of some different names there depending on what app you're using. Let me know if that's you and if you want to wait, okay? Or if you want me to get into it right away. Okay, let me know that, sweetheart. So let me see here. I've got, okay, Trisha Johnson. Let's go ahead and read for you. You were the next one that I got notification on. So let's do that 3-card reading for you. Let me see. Let me see. Just I'm catching up, everyone. Okay, Jazzaray. Okay, so here we go. Here we go. I know who I just said, and then I went back out of it. Hold on. That's not who. Trisha Johnson. Here we go. Here we go, sweetheart. Okay, Michelle. Cool. It is you. Okay, thank you, honey. Let me know. I'm going to try and keep track. And track of everybody. Like I said, I'm without a moderator, so I'm doing my best. I'm trying to be very methodical tonight, in case you haven't noticed. So, all right, all right, all right. Here we go. Here we go. Okay, Teresa, right? Is that who I said? Yes. Well, you go by Trisha Johnson. Okay, sweetie. Here we go. Let's go ahead and do your 3-card reading. All right, all right. So you go by Trisha or Teresa, but it doesn't matter. I'm just going to pull your energy in. You have a very sweet, loving energy. I feel like this gentleness around you right now. I know though that you can get very frustrated when you get frustrated, right? Um, Here we go. Healthy lifestyle. I feel there too. Have you noticed? Balance keeps coming out. Balance, 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 balance. So Trisha, I'm being told by your team you're finally stepping more into a healthier lifestyle. I'm hearing like you made a pledge to yourself almost, or sometime during this week or in the last 7 days or so. You like almost verbally out loud said it to yourself. Okay, it's time. We're gonna get this balanced out. We're gonna level this off. That's what it sounds like to me. I love it. Crystal clear contentions. All right. I don't know if you guys can see it. It's a little lower, but I when I pull a card, I just cut wherever they guide me to. Okay. So it's so interesting as I was saying to you that I feel like you put it out there. Then I pulled the crystal clear intentions. So honey, you're doing it. You're doing it. Be careful that you don't go into this place of questioning yourself too much. Am I doing it right? Oh gosh, I shouldn't have done that. Did I think this wrong? Did I do that right? Should I not have had that thought? Be careful where you're taking yourself because yes, we may want to assess for ourselves, was it the most appropriate for ourselves? But when we start saying right, wrong, or should I have, we get that's teetering on the judgment place. And for you, honey, you level off much, much better when, well, everybody does, but they're talking about you specifically. You're going to find your strength within staying out of the judgment place as much as possible, because that's all about negativity. Okay, sweetheart. Claircognizance is a knowing. My dear, you just know. Yes, you're saying yes, and I question when I get this knowingness. It's a little bit different than the feeling. Because you, my dear, want some logic behind it, is what I'm being told. And I understand that, but quite frankly, when we get psychic information, no matter how it may come through, when I say that, seeing, hearing, feeling, knowing, smell, taste, It's not always logical. And we want to go in our ego mind and make logic out of it. And so many times it's not logical. It's the truth, but it's not always logical. So it's okay to question. It's okay. When I say question, though, really, honey, it's about you going into your heart center. Go in your space, your stillness in your space. And it truly is about feeling if it's correct for you. But I'm going to tell you, knowing is a big part of it. I know that I have gotten that a lot in the past, and I still do. I just know. I don't know how I know. I just know. I just know. And that's where the mind starts trying to play games with us, if you will, because it wants logic and it's the ego and it wants to put it in a box. And so be careful with that, okay, Nikki? Thank you. Oh, excuse me, Trisha, Teresa. I was reading for you. I had your energy, honey. I just flipped back as I finished. I was out of it, and I said Nikki by accident. All right. Yes, my intuition has been so clear and true. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Um, Zell is fine, Martha. No problem, honey. Thank you. Okay, so hold on a second, guys. I'm gonna jump in and do. Okay. Um, Okay, let's see Jezra. Okay, let me jump in and do a quick free mini card reading to whoever I'm drawn to. I'm just going to scroll, and whoever's name jumps out at me, and then I'm going to jump back into the paid ones. Here we go. Here we go. If you have said that you want in the comments, if you've said you want reading, that's just going to jump out at me. I don't know if Susan did. Excuse me, Susan Meadows. Your name is jumping out at me, but I don't see here where you had requested, though. I see a different. Yep, there it is. Okay, I had a feeling you were there somewhere. Susan Meadows. Here we go, sweetheart. And then I'm going to go back into the paid readings. Susan Meadows, here we go. I know I keep saying that, but I feel like there's a little bit of energy here that we're breathing through. All right, my dear love, here we go. Susan Meadows. Courage. Whatever changes you are facing, that you have chosen, you have not chosen, your spirit team is saying you have everything within you to handle it and manage it. Fear, or the oh my gosh, is a normal human reaction. But if there's one thing your spirit team knows, that's the way they want to put it, is that you have strength. And they're saying you're much more powerful than you give yourself credit for. Now, powerful is not from ego space. It is also, it's an empowerment. Okay, Susan. So whatever you have concerns about, do your best to hand those concerns off to your spirit team and then stand in your power with it. Look at your past and how you have manifested and created and handled things. You got it. You so have it. Short and sweet for you, sweetheart, but that's what they want to let you know. Okay. Leanne, yes, sweetheart, I will get to you, honey. I'm just trying to get through the list here of who has paid and jumping in here and there for the freebies also. So I'm going to get to you. You're guaranteed a reading. Everybody, you're guaranteed a reading if you made a purchase. We're going to make sure we get all of those today. All right. You're welcome, Susan. You're welcome. And Angela, I know too that I believe you did pay also. There was somebody, I saw something here and I don't see it again, but that's what happens sometimes. Okay. So Jezre, I do see that you paid. What I'm going to do is I'm going to read for Jezre, and then we'll see where I'm at because I know I still have quite a few other people that have paid. Thank you very much. We're going to make sure we get to you. But we're gonna go ahead also and jump in here and there. Whoever I'm drawn to, I'll pull a card. And again, everyone, I so appreciate you being here. Please stay, even if you don't get an individualized reading or even if you've had your individualized reading already, stay for the messages from others. And also, if you know me, you know I do my best. I'm just getting busier, so I cannot necessarily read for everyone, but the guaranteed readings do jump the line. So with all the love in my heart, but just know I do these lives, so there's lots of opportunities. There's opportunities to work with me one-on-one too in private sessions. Go ahead and check out my website, ElyseAnnPsychic.com. And there's just all kinds of ways to interact with me. So there you go. All right. Hi, Kelly. Happy St. Patty's Day. I'm probably behind the times, yeah, because I looked up at my laptop. Okay. Here we go, Desiree. Susan says, I was asking about that too, so thank you again. You're welcome, honey. I don't know if I missed your request. Sometimes I do. I try my best to follow all of it. It doesn't always work that way, though. Okay, so here we go. Desiree and Leanne, I know you're on the list, sweetheart. Desiree, here's your 3-card reading. And Angela, I know you have a question for me, and I'll look at that when it's time for your reading. And I know, Martha, you do too. So, all right. Those are the paid ones. Okay, Desiree, here we go, honey. Gentleness. How are you communicating with yourself, sweetheart? Desiree? I feel that you've blown up at yourself. You know, when somebody gets angry and blows up, I feel like this has happened within, I don't know, in the last 2 or 3 days. Or you blew up at somebody, but you're upset with yourself how you blew up at them or how angry you got. Something like that is what I'm feeling in the energy. So it's about you finding the gentleness for yourself, the compassion and the grace for yourself. Honey, you are human. Let's say it again. You're human. And I feel like sometimes almost you don't allow that for yourself, and or you don't like that. I'm not sure how exactly that fits in, but that's the feeling I'm getting. And again, these are mini readings, so you know, we get to a point, but sometimes I have to kind of give you where I think it falls. Or when I say think, it's through my filters and me interpreting it. Um, Honey, it is really about being human. You know, we all do it, and we it would be best to accept the fact that we have the human side of life that's going on. Very interesting relationship harmony came out. So I was talking about how maybe you blew up with at someone, or and maybe it's even yourself, because these relationships, many times our mind wants to say, oh, that's about a love or romantic or intimate relationship. That isn't it for me. These cards just represent, in every reading the card can represent something very different. It's a jumping off point for me. Your relationships are just fine. Don't be so harsh on yourself about it. I feel like you're in this assessment period or this judgment period, and you're just kind of almost tearing yourself down in some ways by overthinking, by being harsh with yourself. Just allow yourself grace, because, sweetie, we all hit those moments. Okay. If you saw what I posted earlier, you know, I had some urgent matters I had to take care of. Do you think I was just all Miss Calm and all of that? I wasn't yelling at anybody. I was like, why? Hair on fire for a little bit. I'm human. I didn't get upset with my home. It's like, yeah, it's okay. And that's what I'm advocating, sweetheart. I advocate that for everyone. We're human. Accept that side of ourselves. We're perfectly imperfect human beings. It's so important in our health, our growth, our spirituality, and our love, self-love. I mean, it's important in so many ways. I advocate that so very much, because we are. So give yourself that grace, sweetheart. Isn't this interesting? I was got to just take right off the top. I usually don't. I mean, it's maybe the 4th time in the 20 years I've read, but here you go. And isn't that interesting? The card that comes out with that, Desiree. It is all about patience, isn't it? Having patience with self, allowing it. It doesn't mean we're saying, oh, it's okay. I blew up or got so angry or said something not so nice. We're not saying, oh, free pass on that one. No, we're just saying it happened, and it does happen. That's a human thing. And you're human. It's so interesting. This is your team. Like, um, so sweetheart, just remember that. Love yourself. Have grace and compassion. We're all doing the best we can. We have stressors. We have our happy times. We have our not so happy times. It's okay. We're affected by all of it. We're not going to be perfect. We just aren't. It's impossible. Okay, my dear love. Much love to you. Thank you. Thank you so much. All right. Hello, Eliza. Okay, so let me go back in here. I'm going to pick someone real quick for a quick free one, and then I am going to jump to, hold on a second here. I see Leanne's name, and don't worry if you have paid, I'm getting through the list, and you're guaranteed today. So, okay. Teresa is in the UK. Okay, I got that. I went back up the list. Let me just catch up here on. Here we go. Here we go. Hi, Serena. Hello. Okay, let me see who jumps out at me here. Wow, Susan, you're really in my face today. I know I already read for you, but boom, there it was again. So, oh, here we go. Kelly Doolin. I believe you asked for one card reading. I don't believe that you purchased it, but we're going to gift you today with that. So let's do that. Let's do that. Okay. And then I'm going to go back to the paid readings. Leanne, you will be next. Okay. And I know there's more of you that have purchased. I see it. I'm trying not to jump ahead too much. I acknowledge that I know there are more paid readings, but this is the way I'm keeping myself on track. Because if I start going way ahead and then going back, and that's where I start going woo, and I forget. So I'm gifting myself this patience and this levelness. How's that? That's level, balance. Okay. See, I did it. Who did I just say? Hold on. This is why I don't jump around. Did I lose some? Hold on, hold on, hold on. I will remember who it was. I will see you in a minute. Will I? I just love it when I do this. Oh my. Oh me, oh my. Who did I just say? Oh my God. See, I got myself off track. Um, Somebody tell me whose name I just said because now that I'm looking for it. Kelly, there you are, Kelly. Okay. Here you were there somewhere. Okay, then I'm going to go back into the paid readings and then we'll see what kind of time we have for everyone else. Okay, Kelly, here we go, sweetheart. Gentleness. Boy, we really have a theme going tonight. I mean, a lot of the same. Your spirit team, Kelly, is saying, why do you do that to yourself? I feel like this is interesting wording that they're using. You put yourself to the wall. I'm assuming you know what they mean by that. That's not words I would use. Your team has a unique way of speaking, so it's got to, I hope, really resonate with you. They're saying allow yourself to back off the wall, allow yourself to, these are my words, give yourself some space, Kelly. You get very hard on yourself and you feel you haven't done something right as you judge it. A lot of the same, it's the same thing that we just read. Um, a moment ago, which is about having grace, love, and compassion for yourself. My dear love, you have this big bowl, this big bucket, actually, I want to say, of love and compassion and grace for others, and you're so willingly handing it out. But then, my dear love, you forget about yourself. So, with a lot of love, they are saying, please put yourself in the equation. All right, my dear, thank you so much. All right, here we go. And let's see. I hope a lot of you are still staying because you know me. I jump around. I'll get back into freebies usually. Try to do at least a couple. I usually save one for the very end. So let's see what we can do. All right, Leanne, I'm going to read your 3 cards for you here. And let me go back down here, keeping up with comments. Okay, somebody said they were putting in. Okay, Eliza, you paid. Okay. Kelly, I know. Very hard on yourself. Sweetheart, I used to be so hard on myself. That's why, having that grace and compassion. Okay? You're welcome, honey. You're very welcome. All right. Trisha, thank you. She loves watching me after my reading. Thank you. And, I so advocate listening because something will resonate along the way. It will. Even I get messages when I'm doing this. Sometimes it's like, oh, I hear you. It's the beauty of it. So, okay, Leanne, let's do your 3-card reading. Here we go. Here we go. Ladies and gentlemen, Leanne Hodge. Okay, honey, breathe. Okay, sweetheart, you do get yourself overworked, worked up. That's the words I want to hear. Maybe you do overwork yourself too, because that was not where I was going, and those are the words that came out. You overwork yourself and you get yourself worked up. And then it's almost like the circular pattern for you, sweetheart. Pattern for you, Leanne. And sometimes we just have to pause. Absolutely pause. Your spirit team wants me to say that again. Pause. Because what's happening is almost like you give yourself a nanosecond of pause and then you're running off again. But that doesn't necessarily give, they're saying that doesn't, they as your spirit necessarily give you the time to collect yourself. And this is why I feel like you, I don't know if this is the word you use, if you feel it or say it, but a frantic. And sometimes you just say, I just want to stop. Be careful what you ask for. Under grace and in a perfect way, easily and effortlessly, spirit, create a space where I can have a respite. Okay. Be careful how we put it. Because when we say, hey, I want to stop, or I don't want to, they can create every which way. They don't judge, they just deliver. Okay. So, my dear, I know your passion is to help others. I know you love it. It makes you feel alive. But be careful. Here we go again, you guys. Balance. Careful about how much you give, honey. Gosh, you really deplete yourself, Leanne, sweetheart. You really do. To the point where sometimes I feel like I am feeling that you feel like you need to be in bed for 2 days practically. And so you're depleting yourself to a point where you're not even functioning. So then you're not even, you're not able to do for yourself or anyone else. When we're balanced, when we take care of ourselves, we rejuvenate, we refresh, we replug, we recharge. So instead of allowing ourselves to be completely depleted, find that balance where we can get to a point where we still have enough energy to then refresh and rejuvenate. Okay, so it's really important for you, sweetheart. Wow, a lot of these same cards are coming out for everyone. Patience. Be careful of the conversations you're having with yourself. That's what your team says. You expect a lot from yourself. Leanne, you expect a lot from yourself. And that is worthy. However, let's make sure that we're not putting it at this is their words, a near impossible level. So it's about having patience for yourself. Every human being has a battery, if you will, and I'm saying this figuratively. It's just like our cell phone. If we use it, eventually the battery has no charge left. Okay. It's about having patience with yourself. You will get to things. But also, I'm hearing your team say, Leanne, make sure the best you can that you're really being honest with yourself as to what is a priority and what can wait, or what just doesn't fit for you. Start on that path. What doesn't fit for you? It's time. It's kind of time for you to take back your life in some ways. I hope you understand that. Thank you so much for your purchase. All right. Cindy Rose, I see your request for Patty. I'll get to you in a minute. Okay. All right. So let me jump here. I see you, Angela. I'll be getting to you. I'm just trying to keep up with everybody here, making sure. Michelle, you let me know when you're ready. I'm doing my best to keep up. Hello, Amanda. Just making sure I'm kind of keeping up with everybody and everything. Okay, Martha. Let's do Martha's 3-card reading. All right. And Okay. Okay. I'm talking to myself. That's my way of keeping myself on track best I can. Okay. Martha Lombrano, let's do your 3-card reading here, honey. All right, all right. Cindy Rose, remind me, I will read for your friend Patty, but I do need to get through some of these guaranteed readings first. Okay? Okay. Yes, Sandra, thank you for saying that to Eliza. I'm going to do my best to stay in line with the paid readings too, but I'm also working my best to manage. I have different apps and I get different notifications, and again, so I'm monitoring a lot at the same time, which is fine. Which is fine, but I just I just want to let you know I'm doing my best, but you will, like I said, if you pay for a reading, you're guaranteed a reading tonight, so don't worry about that. And as you can see, I'm jumping in and out of some freebies here. And there will be somebody that I'll do at the very, very end. We'll do a freebie for someone too. Okay, Amanda Hyde. So I've taken your advice and putting some of my stuff in my aunt's craft show. We will see. Lots of prayers, good energy, positive energy, loving energy, abundant energy to you and the craft show and for everyone there involved. Many blessings to you, Amanda. Let us know how it goes. All right. So I said, Martha Lombrano, here we go, honey. Wow. Breathe. How many times does that card come out? I guess a lot of us need a reminder to breathe. There's so much going on. There's so much energy flying. Breathe. We all need to breathe. Take a breath. Martha, actually, I'm being told by your team, though, that you are practicing that. They want to recognize that. That you are at times reminding yourself to take that breath for yourself. Because you do have a tendency to take it all on, but I feel like you've been working through this and working on it so that you're balancing out more. Very important, and you're feeling so much better. And I feel like you're feeling so much more uplifted, and really important and really a great way to love yourself, my dear. And what you are just claircognizance, what you just know, you're starting to get that more and more. When you pause and you're in a stillness, it's like you get this flash knowing. And I feel like you in that moment, it's almost like you take a really deep breath. And then you determine or attempt to determine whether or not it was a truth for you, whether or not it was really psychic information or where'd that come from. You're balancing though that very well too. I don't feel like you go in your mind all the time. And this is a process, so that's fabulous. Taking the steps at one at a time. And Leanne, you're so welcome, honey. And so I think it's beautiful. And your team wants to acknowledge the progress that you've made. Okay, sweetheart. And very, very important. Passion. And I'm hearing when I pulled out the card, the passion card, I heard for self. It's like you're finally understanding where you fit in the picture of life. And you're embracing yourself. And you're saying, that's how it should feel, if you will. Because you're putting yourself in the equation. And you're feeling it. And you're feeling better. And I almost feel like, if you will, and I think this is more figurative than literal, when somebody whistles while they're walking or they have a little lilt in their step, that's how the energy feels, sweetheart. So your team is here, and here come the chills. That's my right in there and emphasize. They want to acknowledge with a lot of love what a beautiful gift you're giving to yourself and allowing yourself. And they love it, and they're with you every step of the way. And keep sending yourself the self-love. It's so important because as we do this, we grow even more. And we're able to step more and more into the self-love. So much love to you. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Thank you so much, sweetheart. Amanda, when could you do a 15-minute reading for me? I'm international. Why don't you go ahead and private message me? I do have some availability tomorrow and Friday. I'm kind of booking in tomorrow. Usually, sometimes I can get in right away. Sometimes it's 2 days out. Sometimes it's 5 days out. It just depends on my schedule. I have very little time tomorrow. I'm pretty booked in. Friday, I have some time available. So private message me. Let's figure out the timing. It is 6:34 p.m. here. So when you message me, just to give you, let me know where your timing is since you're international. Let me know how that equates for you, and then we'll get something scheduled for you. Okay, sweetheart? All right, Amanda, thank you for that inquiry on a private session. And everyone, I am available for private one-on-one sessions. We can get much more in depth. And there are things that will come out in a private session that would never come out in a public forum. I honor the sacredness of all of this. And so there are certain things that just don't belong in a public forum. All right. And I started 15 minutes, there's 30 minutes, 45, 60 minutes. Natalie was on earlier. I don't know if she's still here. We just did an hour session for her, a 60-minute session, and she had beautiful comments to say about it. So go ahead and check out my recommendations on Facebook. Even though they say I have a 0 rating, I have probably 18 or 20 recommendations. Facebook has just done that to a lot of psychics, unfortunately. I also have some Google reviews. I've been building that. Just letting people know that you can go to Google, search Elyse Ann Psychic, and leave me a review. If you are so guided, I would be so blessed and honored. I am looking to step out and help more and more people. And so the more you help me get out there, the more people I can reach and help, because that is my true purpose in this lifetime. So, all right. So, hello, Robin. How are you? Okay. So let me see. Let me see. Okay, Cindy Rose, I'm going to read for your friend. We'll do the one card reading for your friend. I think it was Patty, and then I'm going to read for Angela. And okay, Michelle again. I know you're there. You just let me know. Card for Martha. Again, you guys, I'm just kind of handling this all myself, so I'm just trying to keep myself. Okay, so Cindy Rose, and then Angela. Okay, so Cindy Rose for Patty. Patty, here you go, sweetheart. Gracious, thank you. You're welcome, sweetheart. I so appreciate every single one of you. I try to read for as many people as I can. Again, you'll get messages from other people's readings too. Stay after your reading. Even if we don't get an individual here, mini reading, there'll be other opportunities. Follow and like my Elyse Ann Psychic page. Make sure, though, that your notifications are set at favorites or all, because it just gets to, it just makes sure that you'll get my notifications. Sorry, I got a little distracted. Did I? Is it really an hour? I thought it was, I guess it is, huh? See, I don't even feel it, you guys. I just love what I do. Thank you for that. Thank you, Michelle. I really, really appreciate that. Since Tony's not here to the time goes super quick. I advise minimum 30 minutes. Yes, who said that? Princess Sophia. It does. It goes very, very quickly. So thank you for that, Sophia, Princess Sophia. I appreciate you sharing that with others. It does very much. Okay, Patty, we're on you, sweetheart. Cindy Rose's friend Patty. Here we go, honey. Take a nice deep breath. I feel like you believe, but you're not sure, and you're like, oh, what's going to come out? So here we go. Nurture. Okay, my dear love. Pretty straightforward. Your team is saying, are you nurturing yourself? Enough. Because to you, if you spend 3 minutes, you're like, okay, I nurtured myself. And yes, you have for 3 minutes. And I'm not laughing at you, sweetheart, but Spirit gives me these feelings of humor sometimes, and that's who I am too. I live a lot in laughter, so I hope you understand that. Patty, honey, your spirit team really wants you to carve out at least 10 minutes a day. Take a nice deep breath, because for you, it almost seems like, 10 minutes. Oh my gosh. But it really, if you think about it, It does go like that. And before you know it, it's going to become a ritual or a habit for you. And all of a sudden, you're going to be like, that feels really good. Maybe I'll go 15, okay, 12 minutes today. And so I feel like you're going to build on it, sweetheart. Because again, it goes back. This is a theme. Again, you guys, it's about recharging our own batteries and making sure. And Patty, you nurture a lot of people. It's a possibility that what I'm feeling in the energy too. You may be a caregiver for someone. I'm not exactly sure, but I got a little hint of that flew by. I'm not sure if I exactly got that correct, but even as a caregiver, I get it, the demands can be overwhelming. But you're going to be able to continue to keep going when you take just 10 minutes. I mean, we spend how long on Facebook, or we spend, at the TV, and I get it's relaxing for many of us, but nurturing is more than that. It's getting into a quiet space for yourself, honey, because you have a lot of thoughts flying everywhere, but you haven't really been able to grasp them because you haven't allowed yourself the quiet space. Okay, I hope that helps you, sweetheart. Thank you so much for being part of the live. All right, here we go. And Angela, let me look up your question here, honey. Angela, I know I saw it. There you are. Wanting to know about my husband, Jerry, and me. We've been separated and we get in a good place, but it doesn't last. We love each other and the distance is hard on us. Yeah. All right. Okay. First thing that I'm hearing, Angela, is it feels like he feels he's a disappointment, sweetheart. And I feel like that's why many times he pulls away, or sometimes he pulls away. It feels like he's just not sure if he's giving you what you want and giving you what he wants to give to you. Hope that makes sense. So brilliant idea. Interesting. Okay. To me, that's that in this instance, that's a almost like a validation confirmation card. I'm hearing for you, if you can find it for yourself, to encourage him and just acknowledge. What I'm hearing is acknowledge the hardships, because I feel as if you want to stay in a very positive place with him, but at the same time, if you can verbalize or communicate to him that you understand the hardships and that you're both struggling, that'll open up an avenue or a space for maybe you guys to have kind of the heart to heart talk. And letting him know that he's not the disappointment. He's not disappointing you. It's not him. I don't know if you saw the passion card was there, but that it's the situation, and you understand this is. I'm not sure these are exact words, but the choices you've made or the situations that you're in right now, and that's okay. That you're both feeling a lot of the same thing. And that's how I feel about the situation for you, Angela. Very interesting. The prioritize card came out. It does make a lot of sense to what we're talking about. You know, in life deals us a lot of different things, and situations come up we planned on, and situations come up that we don't plan on. But how do we prioritize the relationship versus the situation? In other words, what they're saying is it the fault of the relationship, or is fault's an interesting word? Is the relationship a cause of the situation? Or are the people? No, it's not coming out right. Hold on, Angela. I know what they want to say, and every time I start it, I'm getting it twisted. Okay. Is the situation the cause of the issue? Situation that just is? Or is it the two of you in the relationship that's causing the issue? If both of you can step back, sweetheart, and look at it from a more practical way in some ways, you'll see that the situation created it. You didn't create it. He didn't create it. Your relationship wasn't the cause of it. Your relationship may be affected by it. So in other words, instead of blaming each other or being in the space of blaming yourselves, it's the situation that created it. So how do you navigate that with each other? And I do again feel, oh, you said other people. Okay. I do again feel that if you guys can open up somehow and open up the space to have a conversation with each other, I think you're going to find you have much more in common than you think. And you know what? It's interesting. I was guided to pull one more card for you. It says Indigo and Crystal Children. What that tells me is you're both very sensitive energies. And so you both make these assumptions sometimes because you're feeling things. You're hurting yourself. You're hurting, not that you're hurting yourself, but you're feeling hurting yourselves. Like you're feeling hurting and he's feeling hurting. Boy, my tongue is tied for you guys here today, um, for your reading. And so I feel like a little bit more open communication is going to help inch this forward into a better place. So I hope that helped you, sweetheart. All right. I see a lot of other people did pay, so let me take a look here. Let me look at this one. Who is this? Okay. Oh, I see. That was your request, Martha. Okay. Okay, you canceled it. Okay, thank you. Thank you, thank you. Okay. Let me see here. Of course, PayPal decided to send me, you gotta take action right in the middle of all this. So I'm like, is this from PayPal and people who have purchased, or what is going on? All right, hold on. Hold on, guys. I just am looking because I know there were more. Okay, let me jump in here. Okay, there's a couple here. Okay, let me double check. Angela. Okay, I am going to read for Eliza now. And I feel like I might have missed someone who has paid for guaranteed reading, but I'm going to do for Eliza. I'll jump in and do a freebie for someone real quick. And then if you have paid for a guaranteed reading and I have not mentioned your name, I have Eliza here. Oops. And I think Eliza right now is other than Michelle. Okay. Somebody's saying a paid. Okay, Melissa. Was that through PayPal, honey? Okay, so let me read for Eliza. Okay, I'm tracking it, you guys. Here's for your 3-card reading, sweetheart. Michelle, let me know when you're ready. And I know I'm repeating myself, some of you, but I'm making sure like I'm tracking it in my head too, because what happens is I'm in an altered state when I do these lives. And so I'm not earthly bound. So some of this tracking's tougher for me. And that's why I repeat it. So hopefully like gets in there and I remember. So, okay, Eliza, here we go, sweetheart. You're here for the duration. Well, I love that. Cindy Rose says, thank you so much, Patty. Very grateful. Well, you're welcome. Okay, Melissa, I see you. All right. Martha, it's okay, sweetie. No need to apologize. I gotcha. I gotcha. Okay, so let me read for Eliza, and then we'll see. I've got a couple other paid, and then we're going to see if I can get any more freebies in. I believe I can get at least one more, if not more than that. So please be patient, and let's see what we can do here. So Eliza, Melissa, hold on, and Michelle. Okay. All right. Eliza, here we go, sweetheart. Michelle, do me a favor. Okay, you said you're ready. Well, I'm going to read for Eliza. And then I think I'm going to try and jump in and do a quick freebie here. And then I'll go to you, Michelle, and then I've got Melissa. But Michelle, why don't you go ahead and I don't love lots and lots of comments, but please put it in again, your question, so I don't have to search for it. It's just going to be easier for me because, again, I'm on my own. Tony isn't here to look it up for me and give it to me, so I'd appreciate it. Eliza Dutra, here we go. I hope I said your last name correctly. Peace. Breathe. You're like, ah, oh, yes. Oh, yes. So to me, I feel like you've been working on this. And be careful not to get upset when the outside world kind of knocks into your peaceful place. It's life, Eliza. Because if you allow it to upset you, it knocks you out of the piece even more, if you will. It makes the energy even more wobbly for you, Eliza. I'm hearing the word something is troubling you. I don't know if you have children. I don't know if you're attempting to have children, if just the fate or the plight of some children upsets you. There we go. I think, and you may have children also, but I feel like the plight of the world and what is happening and the hardship that's out there is really tugging on you, and you're having a hard time disconnecting from it. And here come the chills. So I have to let it pass through. That's the emphasis, and we're right in there. So I'm going to say, sweetheart, not only do you have a heart of gold, I'm hearing from your team, but you are very, very ultra sensitive, Eliza. And I understand some of the disheartening, disconcerting things that we see out there sometimes. But your spirit team wants to remind you, sweetheart, reach out within your circle and know that you're affecting your circle and having a positive effect on your circle, like the immediate people. And then that ripples out. Because, honey, there's only so much you can do as an individual. Let's repeat that. There's only so much you can do as an individual. And so your team, Eliza, just wants you to understand that. How many times have we seen this card? Patience. Are you guys seeing, like, I pick up the deck and and the patience card, at least what, 4 times at least today? Boys, if you guys haven't heard this message by now, I don't know what else to say. Or Spirit doesn't know what else to do. Patience. Patience in allowing all things to be as they are in the moment in time. Patience with self. Patience with others. Eliza, this is so important for you. I can feel your energy, like you want it to change. I want it to change. I want it to change. It almost makes you like you have anxiety over some of this. And I can appreciate that and understand that. But the way you can help yourself is to, in some ways, unplug. And it doesn't mean we be totally blind to what's going on, but it just means, okay, you don't have to be plugged in 12 hours a day. Let's leave it at 1 hour a day. And that's going to help you to level off more. It's really important for you, Eliza, because you're being affected in a lot of different ways on very deep levels from all that energy flying out there. I mean, a lot of us are, but your team is saying, wow. It's almost like I heard the words overdrive. So, sweetheart, lots of love, peace, and healing energy being sent your way. See the emerald green with Archangel Raphael, Archangel of Healing. See the pink for unconditional loving energy, because you are forever and always loved. Your team wants you to know that. You know that here, but you assimilate it in your heart center, sweetie. And your team is just saying, be well. Be well. I hope you can feel your team is making me feel like they're all around you, surrounding you. Your angels, their wings are wrapped around you, and whatever space you're in, I can see it, but also kind of feel it. They're just filling up the room yet you're in, to let you know they're with you every step of the way, my dear love. And here come the chills. All right. Woo! All right. Um, Robin Shapiro, I saw your question, and to be quite honest, this isn't necessarily the forum for medical questions. I can look at it real quick for you. Let's do that now, but I'm not sure exactly what's going to come out for you, sweetie. So let's see. It's interesting. Now remember, these are launching off points for me. It says career transition, Robin. Several things. Um, what really jumped out at me was the word transition. So I just heard your team say, look on the positive side of life. And I'm not looking to minimize what you're going through. And I also must say to you and to everyone, I am not a medical doctor. I cannot diagnose. And I absolutely do not take the place of any medical or mental health professional. Absolutely not. Go seek one out if you need it. But what I feel, honey, is the more you can focus on lifting yourself up and out and recognizing that you have the power within you to look at this much more positively than you are, that will help lift you up and out. And I feel like, again, I'm not a doctor, but I feel like that could help the situation for you. Um, I guess the way I might put it is make it better for you in certain ways and on certain levels. Okay. So again, I have to repeat it. I am not a doctor. I do not and cannot diagnose. I strongly urge all of you to seek a doctor, medical, or mental health professional as needed. Very important for you to know that. All right, Michelle Bottomley. Um, does anything come up with my son to... Hold on, let me see. Hi, Abby. Does anything come up with my soon-to-be... Oh, see, I got to pick it up so I can read it. Soon-to-be ex-husband, David, criminal case, court date that's coming up. What will happen? Okay, let's see what we can do with that question. Um, Here we go, Michelle. 3-card reading. Well, what I can tell you is energy is not in a great place. He feels very diminished to me, which would make sense when he's got a criminal case coming up. But I'm going to tell you that he truly feels it. I'm not always sure he verbalizes it because I feel there's a real edge for him. Like, oh, he has a real edge. I feel like I almost want to say when he's angry, boy, he's angry. Okay. But for you, my dear love, interesting card, outdoors. So Spirit wants to really connect this in with you and how you can help yourself. Oh, my dear, my dear, my dear, you need to go out in nature and let go of that cloak of energy that's just all over you. Ugh, sluggish and tired, and I almost hear you say it. I don't know if I can keep putting one foot in front of the other, but you can, and you will. There's no other option, my dear. And sometimes just saying to ourselves, okay, let's take one step at a time, put one foot in front of the other. And if I have to pause there for 20 days, that's what I'll do. But you still are moving forward, okay? I went back to the question again. It says, remember who you are. It's interesting. You notice how they really want to focus on you and how you can help yourself in this situation. Whatever this is about with your soon to be, I don't say your, the soon to be. See, came out because that's society. And that brings me to just a quick point I want to share with everybody. When we use words like my and your, those are possessive words. Those are possession words. And I really work, and it still slipped out, okay? I'm divorced, and I always say the ex. However, once in a while, because we're so conditioned. But I say to myself, if that slips out, I say, nope, cancel clear. Because we don't, when we say it's possession, we don't want to own the ex, do we? No. Okay, so just think about that. Okay. Michelle, I'm being told by your team you have the power to heal. I feel like for self, for others. Do your best not to stand in the space of feeling like you need to be the savior. And isn't this interesting? Clear your space. That goes along with being a healer. Goes along with that cloak of energy I'm feeling. Clear your space. They just said go out in nature, clear your space. And in this, when it comes to the soon to be ex, they're really not bringing up what's going to happen in court. But what they're bringing up to me is there will be a freeing for you. It feels like there needs to be some sort of ceremony. Now, it's not so much, I'm not even looking, because it is a mini reading, I'm not looking at how you feel about him or any of that. This is more from a place of empowerment for yourself and helping yourself heal. Because I feel somewhere on some level, you may not even be conscious of this, you feel some responsibility here. So it's about helping yourself through it. Okay, my dear love, I hope that made sense to you. Yeah, I mean, if you want to really read into it much deeper, more in depth, I feel that that's much more appropriate in a private one-on-one session. You know, like I said, I really honor the sanctity of what we do here. So I hope that helped you, sweetheart. Okay, Melissa. Okay, let me understand here. You said I paid for one card reading for my son Samuel. So am I reading for you about Samuel, or is Samuel there and want his own reading? That's what I need to understand. So if you could put that in the comments, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to run up here, see who may or may not be here. Princess Sofia, are you here? You more than likely are. Let me know before I read for you. I want to know that you're here, please. And like I said, Melissa, if you can clarify that for me. In the meantime, Princess Sofia, are you here? Let me go down to the bottom here. It's not showing up on my tablet. Let me see. Give me a sec, guys. We'll play the elevator music. Oh, Michelle says, okay, thanks. I know I just need to let it go, not worry or feel sorry for him. It helps answer some things I was thinking. Good, cool. Okay, Melissa says about. Okay, and Princess Sofia, you were here. So let's pull a quick card for Princess Sofia. We'll go to Melissa. I'm going to say I do have time. If you're here and you would like a guaranteed reading, I still have time to do a couple paid guaranteed readings, and then we'll see where else we go with it. Okay, and remember, I do pull one last person at the end to receive a free mini reading. But right now, I'm going to do a quick read for Princess Sofia. Let's pull a card for you, my dear love. Truth. I'm hearing the word truth. You're like, I'm so done with the, pardon me, but BS. I want to hear the truth. Okay. I did that. This is Sophia. Because I almost feel like I know in advance what your reaction is going to be. I love you. Patience. Boy, oh boy, oh boy, huh? And this has come out over and over and over today. I know you want to be there, honey. See what happens. I'm getting this so clearly, and I feel like I don't know if you get a headache because you go into the stress mode. But this is the way Spirit would like to communicate with you about this. Believe me, I understand. I've not always been a patient person in my life. Okay, I know some of what you're wanting, and let's be honest, I do. I've read for you, and I know some of what's going on. But from a very psychic place, your team is saying, actually, they're asking you to clench your fists together. Do this. Okay. Physically do this, Princess Sofia. How does it feel? Closed off? Is there, try to look through it? Is there any space? And when we're impatient, believe me, I know I walked that path many, many, many years, and there are still times I hit that path. Okay. But even if you can just say, okay, I know this is what I really, really, really want. But instead of closed fist on it, where there's nowhere for energy to flow, how about you go, okay, I know this is what I really want, but you know what, Spirit? I'll give you an inch, Spirit. I'll give you an inch. I'll give you a time. Wait, I'm trying to show it in the wall so you can see it. And you know the camera's opposite, so I struggle. Okay. That's not a good one to do it with. If you give it, okay, there we go, right on my face. You can see it. If I give just an inch, there's a little space there for the energy to start flowing. I understand holding on. I understand clenching. I understand all of that. Okay. No, you feel like you want to let go. Well, the reason you feel like you want to let go because you haven't. And that's the holding on. It hasn't all assimilated yet. It hasn't all come together. On some level, you want to let go here, but on some level, it's almost like you're accepting defeat or accepting that it was okay. This runs on a deep level for you, honey. And that is why they're showing this to me. This is where you're at. You may in some of your other energy levels be ready to let go or wanting to let go. But the fact that you say that you feel like you want to means you haven't yet, which means there's still some holding on. All right, my dear love, I hope that made sense to you. All right. I saw your little face there. There you go, my dear love. Okay, Melissa. You said about your son, Samuel, or just a card wherever the spirit leads. Okay. And then I'm going to go in. If anybody else is here would like a guaranteed reading, please go ahead and make your purchase. After Melissa's, I think I've caught up on everybody. Let me know if you did purchase a reading, and we'll make sure to get to you. And then I'll see after Melissa's reading if I can fit one or two more in. I'm just not sure. I always see it. Oh, well, I did say I would do at least one more. So we'll do that. But then I'll see after that if I have anything more energy or if my spirit team says, okay, Elyse Ann Psychic, it's time to say goodnight. So we'll see. Okay, Melissa, here we go, sweetie. I'm going to change decks, Melissa. And while I do that, please take a nice deep breath, honey. Just kind of let the day go, Sometimes you hold it. We all do that. But I feel like just take a deep breath and kind of settle in for this. Here we go. Here we go. You are loved, my dear. I feel like there's been a little bit of harshness towards self today, somewhere in the last 24 hours. It wasn't for long, but it feels like it was there and popped in. Melissa, nature. I almost feel like they may have at some point brought that up in another reading. And so, but it's not just about getting out in nature or being connected to nature. I'm hearing the word natural. So the feeling what I'm getting from the energy with this is that your spirit team really just it's like saying to you, go with the flow, whatever flows naturally, because sometimes you're okay, but other times you're over here grabbing, okay? Because you think, oh, maybe it's flying right by me. Maybe I gotta sometimes, well, it is always about being in the flow. But it also, the more we step in the flow, the more we're allowing spirit to work. And that's just natural. I'm going to pull one more card for you. Celebration. Okay. So that to me confirms and validates where we were going with this. The more you go with the flow, the more things will manifest. And then you can step more and more into the celebration. This is almost just like a validation for you. And when it comes to your son, okay, I'm just here. We're not going into any situation. I know you said there were a lot of things. I feel like it's more than just a mini. But encourage him was what I heard. Encourage him. Not that you don't, but encourage him. And also I'm hearing like have some fun with him. Play a game. I know he's a little bit younger, but play a game, play a card game, play a board game, laugh. Let go and laugh. And that is for you too, because that takes us into the natural flow of things. Laughter. It uplifts the energy. It's natural. Breathe, my dear, breathe. I know you feel like you got to hold on or grasp onto something, but sometimes it's just really all about just being. Okay, take that in and take a breath. Sometimes it's just about being. All right, Melissa, I hope that helps you today. Okay, so what I'm going to do, let's see. Steph just jumped in and said, hi, I'm new here. So Steph, you know what? It's just about to jump in and do a quick mini reading for someone, free one. I may be able to fit one more after Steph, so stay tuned here. And hey, I've got time, if you really want a guaranteed reading, I've got time for one more. So now's the time to make that purchase if you choose to. And I believe I've caught up on all of them. So Steph, hi, welcome. I'm glad you're joining us. Let's see what the card has to say for you. Go ahead and take a nice deep breath. I feel like you're opening up. I feel like this is also not only you're new here, I feel like this excitement, kind of like you're starting to enjoy opening up. You're welcome, Melissa. Opening up to spirit and what's around you, and starting to kind of comprehend there's more than what meets the eye, if you will. Okay. Well, this is an interesting card for you that to me is validation, ideas, and inspiration. These are launching off points for me stuff. To me, that was validation. We're just talking about you opening up to it, that there's more than meets the eye. These are your inspirations. These are the things that you're going, oh, yeah, that's out there. Very cool. And so, Steph, it's beautiful. And the more what I'm hearing your team say is you're also a feeling person. So I feel like you feel energy too. And that's new for you. You say that is correct. So cool. Um, Start stepping into it, honey. Just start, and the one thing that I'm hearing very clearly, and I'm an advocate of this too, because the more we're energy sensitive, the more we tap in. We do open up to the universal energy, and there's all kinds of energies out there. So I'm being told by your team, make Archangel Michael your best friend. I love that. Make Archangel Michael your best friend. Why? Archangel Michael is he shields us. Okay, they're really asexual, but he has a male name. So we say he shields us from excess energy, and really, really important to have him step in and to shield you as you are, just ask him. Okay, let me see. Ask him to be present as you open up to the energies more and more, and that there, if any and all negative energy or any energy that is not for your highest good to be present, to be cleared by him. And he is a blue colored energy. Okay, my dear love, I hope that helps you. Thank you. Thank you. Newper, can you connect to my grandma? She passed away on the 10th of March. I'm so sorry for your loss, sweetheart. I usually talk to her when in the hospital. This time I didn't call her. I am very upset. Okay. Let me see what we can get here, honey. I am kind of closing up, but let me see. I'm not sure she's ready quite yet. What I am hearing from your grandmother, my dear, is she loves you very much. Now, that's a very general thing to say. But I'm almost getting like a wink. So I don't know what that special thing was between you. I feel like there might have been something there in regards to that. Again, we're not going very deep. It's a quick, very quick mini reading. I am a medium. We can always look at a one-on-one private session if you're so guided. But I feel like she's dancing, and I feel there's something to do with her hands clapping. So I feel that she's present, and I mean, I know you feel guilty or upset. I'm hearing her say, don't feel guilty about it. She knows where your heart lies. And I feel like she has, that's an interesting word, represented that before. So I'm not sure. I think ooh, here come the chills. Ooh, that's my, like, yeah, we're right in there. It's also the emphasis. What I'm feeling to me when she says the word represent, it almost feels like she is, or how I would interpret that is she's by using that word, she's trying to say she may not have always verbalized it, but she has like maybe shown in her actions or something of that sort. So again, my dear love, I hope that helped you. I know it's short and sweet, but that's what these little mini readings are. So sorry for your loss, honey. All right, so let me just take a quick look here. I feel like one other person here. So let's see, let's see, let's see. Okay, do me a favor. Who is here? Very quickly, comment whether you're here and whether or not I have, if I have not read for you. You're so welcome, Nupar. And again, I forgive me if I've butchered your name some. No, no, no disrespect intended. And you're so very welcome. I'm so sorry for your loss. So sorry for your loss. All right. And Michelle, thank you for acknowledging that. So if you haven't had a reading, you're still here, let me know, because I think I might jump in and do one more here before we go. Steph says, thank you so much. My family are Reiki healers. I've been told I also have the gift, but have lost touch with that side. Thank you for your reading. I will definitely start feeling again. Oh, sweetheart, you are so welcome. Thank you so much for that. Many blessings to you. And you guys, I see there's some new ones that jumped on. So please go ahead and follow and like my Elyse Ann Psychic page. Make sure your notifications are set to favorites or all. This is not the only time. Actually, this is not my regular time. I do a weekly Wednesday at 11 a.m. Arizona time, which is the same as Pacific Standard Time. Today it had to be postponed. I had something personal I had to take care of. So that's why I'm on this late. But normally it's 11 a.m. Arizona time, Pacific Standard Time. I also do a Table Talk Thursdays. It's an interactive forum where we pick a topic every week. This week is Whose Coat Are You Wearing? An Empath's Survival Guide. And basically, it's about you guys get to ask me questions about the topic. I share my knowledge, my experience. I've taught many workshops, so I have a lot of knowledge about it. Experience from my 20 plus years of doing this professionally. I see you, Vicki. Thank you, and Allison. And we get to share experiences. A lot of fun. And so that's Tuesdays, Thursdays today. Oh my gosh, my week's off. Okay, it's Thursdays at 7 p.m. Arizona time, Pacific Standard Time. I also do last minute lives throughout the week. So, just make sure you have the notifications. Go ahead, check out my website, ElyseAnnPsychic.com. Find out about all the services I offer. Reiki Master Teacher, Healer. I do space clearing remotely. I'm a medium. That's not necessarily put out. Well, it is actually on my website, but not specifically. I do communicate with those that have crossed over. It's mentioned somewhere on my website. Private sessions, psychic readings, all kinds of stuff that I do. And while you're on my website, go to the home page there. When you're there, scroll down and sign up for my email list. Exclusively for my email list, you will receive a 3-card channeled message every month. Oh, Cindy Rose says it's an amazing forum. Yeah, she's usually there on my Thursday night live. We have a great time. I learned so much from you guys. We laugh, we share. It's just awesome. Kirsty says, I'm still here. Had a reading from you. Would love many more. Thank you so much, sweetheart. Okay, so what I'm going to do is Allison and Vicki, you guys stepped up. We'll go ahead and throw out a quick card for each of you. How's that? For sticking with me. Here we go. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, so stay for the messages. You're going to hear them also through other people's messages. Michelle says, Elyse Ann Psychic is the best. Always has been right on with me every time and always does her best to get to everyone on our lives. With her helper Tony, which does an amazing job helping her. Michelle, sweetheart, that so touches my heart. Thank you for the beautiful, beautiful words. And I'm going to encourage you, if you're so desire, there is no obligation, and this is for anyone. Please, I would be so blessed and honored if you would go to Google and search Elyse Ann Psychic and leave me a review. Because again, I'm working to reach as many people as possible. The more you help me get out, the more people I can reach and help. And that is true. Oh, here come the chills. That is my true purpose in my life. I just fills my heart. So anyhow, no obligation, only if you're guided to from any of you. The more reviews, the more Google moves me up in listings, and the more people I can spread the love to. All right, here we go. Truth, messages hitting all night. Thank you so much, Cindy Rose. Lots of gracious teaching crew. Michelle, thank you, sweetie. Again, I don't want you to feel obligated, but I would definitely so appreciate it. So thank you. All right, here we go. I've got Allison. What was that? They were saying Vicki and Allison at the same time. Martha says, I agree, Elyse, you were wonderful. Thank you so much, you guys. Oh my God. My heart is filled with so much love. My cup runneth over. Thank you. Thank you. I'm so blessed by each and every one of you. Oh, I just love it. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, here we go, Allison and Vicki. First, Allison. So you know whose energy I'm focusing on. Allison Nicole. Here we go, my dear love. Divine guidance. Dare I say anything else? I just want you to know it's about. No, I'm just. You're like, yeah, listen to Elyse Ann Psychic. No, I'm just teasing. You can tell when I'm getting tired. You can all tell. I start to get punchy and silly, don't I? Okay, Allison, whatever this. Okay, here we go. I feel like you're getting messages like as you walk by people's conversations or a song on the radio, and your spirit team wants to say it is your divine guidance. That's part of how they communicate, Allison. Very, very important for you, my dear love. You're not making it up. You're not like going, oh, is that really for me? Yes, it is. That's part of a big way of how they communicate. So pay attention to that, my dear love, Allison. Okay? Hope that helped you, sweetheart. Vicky says, enjoy you and Joel very much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Let's see, we missed you being here tonight, Tony, but at least an amazing job. Almost 2 hours alone tonight. Thank you. I got my cheerleaders on my side. I know we missed Tony, didn't we? Oh my God. You guys will have to message her and tell her I really did keep on track. Like I was really behaving myself tonight. Okay, Allison says I most definitely have been. I'll put on a song and then suddenly the song changes completely to something else. Awesome. I love it. Woo! I love it, Allison. Thank you for sharing that. Okay, Vicky, here we go, sweetie. We'll do a quick mini reading here, one card reading for you. All right, here we go. You guys are great. I love it. You know, Spirit never, I've always said, Spirit always amazes me. Because look, I'm the liaison, you guys. They're the ones, and I am the one that has been chosen. And okay, I'm going to cry and get emotional on all of you. So blessed to be one of those that they've chosen to allow me to be their messenger. Okay, I'm not going to. All right, Vicky, we ready? I, I do. I feel so blessed, you guys. I can't even begin to tell you. Every day, I'm so blessed to be able to do what I love, and that they trust me and have chosen me to be their liaison. That's why I call myself the psychic liaison. I'm the go-between. And I'm so lucky. And I'm so lucky to have each and every one of you follow me, like me, share me out, support me, everything the loving words, everything. That's my heart. Okay, I'm done. I'm done mushing and gushing all over you guys. Okay, let's go to Vicky. All right, here we go, Vicky. Thank you for indulging me, everybody. Here we go. Here we go. Vicky Smith, go ahead and take a nice deep breath. I feel like interesting. You kind of like things to be the way you want them to be, but Spirit is saying, do expect your miracles. And the more you relax into all this, Vicky, I know it's not that you're so stubborn, but it's like you're just particular. And that's okay. There's absolutely, it's not a criticism. Absolutely, that's just fine. That when we're in that energy, it can get in the way of allowing our spirit team to deliver miracles in the way that they know are for the highest good for you. And the more we kind of just say, okay, I'm hearing it from your team very clearly, Vicky. Here we go. What they would like you to do is say, okay, Spirit, particularly, this is what I would like to manifest or create. Okay, these are the miracles. This and this and this and that. This is what I'd like to be included. And now what I'm going to do, Spirit Team, is I'm going to say, okay, here's my wish list. I give it to you. And I am fully on board and 100% accepting that you will deliver whatever is intended for me for the highest good. So in other words, you're saying to them, I give you not freely, I give you permission, if you will, to deliver it the way that you, they jumped on last minute. Somebody report them. We've got a scammer jumping on right now. Somebody go ahead, please report him and block him or her or whatever. How'd they find us? Okay, because I'm just about to finish up. Anyhow, I'm sorry, Vicky, but I saw it immediately pop up and I apologize. That was in the middle of your reading. But your spirit team really wants to help you every way they can. And I know I used to be like, I want this. Oh, I want this. But the more I've wanted to say, okay, Spirit, this is what I would love to receive, but I know you, I trust you that you have my highest good at heart, if you will. And so I let go of some of that. Okay. Very important for you, Vicky. And what I'm going to say before this scammer gets any further, much love and light to each and every one of you. Thank you so much for being part of this live. Hopefully, I'll see you tomorrow evening at Table Talk Thursdays. If not, again, make sure that you're following and liking my Elyse Ann Psychic page. You have your notification settings at favorites or all, depending on how Facebook always changes it, And that way you'll get notifications of all the times I go live. So, thank you, Michelle, for responding to that person. Sometimes just saying it to them is enough. I am going to say, Vicky, you were so very welcome. I hope that resonated with you. I'm going to say, as I normally end this with, thank you so much for supporting me. Thank you so much for being part of my live this evening. Good evening. Have a great rest of your evening, morning, or afternoon, wherever you are in the world. Much love. Blessings to all of you. And I will see you again very soon. Thank you, everyone.